If you could offer a piece of advice to people as we go into the new year, what would it be?
The difference I notice in drinking oil in the morning versus drinking regular coffee is Hola, pasa? Welcome to episode 31 and welcome to Christmas week. It is Monday the 18th of December, but that doesn't mean that the work stops. It never ends. We have to get the annual report signed off today, get it off the print so we can get a couple before Christmas and upload it to the flip doc. I'll link it down below or something. Go and have a look. Catch you in a bit. Off to the office. Hola, pasa? Welcome to, what day is it? Wednesday morning. I'm on the way to the office. It is dull to the point where I have had to put on the interior light to illuminate my lovely face. I'm on the way to the office, pretty much the last full day in the office today, and then we'll do a half day tomorrow. Went back to training Monday night, first training as a purple belt, and it was got a down to earth reality check, whatever you want to call it. Then yesterday morning we did 12 rolls of Christmas in Uri, and that was fun as well, not really. And then 12 rolls of Christmas again tomorrow in Dundalk. So there we go, all fun, all jiu-jitsu, all Christmas, all work. Because I also had a call this morning at 6:30 in the morning with a new potential supplier, another supplier called. So refining the product, refining the suppliers, refining our offering, and it's all good. Very excited for 2024, and that's it really. Doing some research and some planning at the minute as the year closes out, and just getting ready for next year. That's all it is, because we have big plans and big goals for the year. That is the idea. Did something else happen yesterday? I think there was something else yesterday, I don't know, can't remember now. Anyway, it was nothing major. Today also we have Glenn coming in to see us as a bit of a pre-start meeting. Glenn's going to be starting with us in January as a new business development executive with ZOMA, and he's coming in to see us today and get some information so we can do a bit of studying over Christmas, which I like that already. That's a good sign. The man is enthusiastic. Love it. Yeah, that's all. Training with Fred today, back in the mats tonight. Plenty of work in the meantime. Christmas week isn't the most exciting week, I suppose. Not from a work point of view anyway. And then adding in it's planning and scheming and researching and ideating and all of that stuff for 2024. So nothing to really... A lot of things that I could say, but I won't. I don't want to ruin the surprise. I don't want to... I suppose the idea of this was to say what I'm doing behind the scenes, so I'll give you a bit of a rundown. That's what I'll do tomorrow. I'll give you a rundown on the plan for next year for ZOMA and for Coffee&Kimuras. Alright, stick around for that one. See you tomorrow. Actually, I'll probably see you later on. I'll probably throw in a Fred's clip or a bit of rolling or something, or I might throw in another clip later on. Let's see how it goes. It's Christmas week, we're free. We can do what we like. Do what you like.
And
me, Chris.
Right, so Chris, what's the first question? All right. What's one unexpected success or positive surprise from the past year that you didn't see coming?
Winning overall business of the year at Loud Business Awards. We were sitting at the table ordering a round of drinks when the award was announced. So I think that's the definition of most unexpected or most surprising. Yeah,
for sure. Reflecting on the challenges we've overcome in the last year, what strategies or lessons learned do you think will shape our approach moving forward?
We've grown up as a business in the last 12 months, and everyone on the team is more familiar with what we're doing from an overview standpoint as a business, and we have a much clearer path now. We're in a new office and we have a definitive kind of location that for people to come to, and we are more familiar with the services that we're offering and what we specialize in and what's actually working well and what's our kind of strong points. And I think that has set the foundation for the next 3 to 5 years for the business.
Sure. Yeah. If someone had a highlight reel for the past year, what song would be playing in the background and why?
We are the champions.
We are the champions.
Unniche generic answer, but because we're the champions, the overall business of the year.
Fair enough. Yeah, good choice. You had a lot of time to think about that though. Chris was on. I was thinking it was just going to be whatever you're playing, resize it. Half thinking you're going to be afraid again. No, that was good.
All right, fair enough.
That part there won't be in it.
In fairness, We Are the Champions was the one that came into my head straight away when you asked her.
Yeah. Last question, Chris. If you could offer a piece of advice to people as we go into the new year, what would it be?
Stop making resolutions. Stop taking Christmas off. Make 3 to 5 year goals, yearly goals, quarterly goals, monthly goals, and stick to them. Stop doing resolutions because no one sticks to them.
When do you make your goals?
Every month, every week, every quarter, every year.
And what's your most recent goal that you've made?
Get out of this hole.
Hola, pasa. Welcome to Thursday afternoon and welcome to the car on the way to Dublin. Just making sure that man doesn't drive into me. Anyway, on the way to Dublin because I'm going to Compound Martial Arts in Artane to drop off some custom hybrid shorts. Another order. We've done multiple different products and designs for Compound at this stage. This is a second batch of the hybrid shorts for them. We've done rash guards, Valley shorts, and I think we did t-shirts as well at one stage for them. So Oisín, who's the black belt and runs Compound Martial Arts, is a really nice guy, really good guy, really high level coach, and has a really great team of both jiu-jitsu and MMA and kickboxing actually competitors in his gym. And yeah, really happy to be working with them on a consistent basis, which is really cool. And we're hopefully going to work on a couple of new products next year as well with them. I've already been speaking to Oisín about, so we're just waiting on some samples of some of those. See how that goes. Yeah, so we're on the way now. The one thing that I said I was gonna yesterday, I was like, oh, there was something else I was gonna talk about. I couldn't remember what it was. I remember what it was. What it was talking about the oil coffee that I got from James last week that I've been drinking for the last week and a half or so, and I've obviously tried it before as well. The difference I notice in drinking oil in the morning versus drinking regular coffee is the lack of a slump in the afternoon. And that might be anecdotal, but on Tuesday morning we had the 12 rounds of Christmas in Uri, which I went to on an empty stomach. It was a 7 o'clock class essentially, and I didn't have a coffee beforehand. I went straight into the office after, so I hadn't been home. So I just went with a regular coffee straight off the bat when I got to the office, so just before 9 o'clock or whatever, actually just after 9 o'clock. Anyway, by mid-afternoon on Tuesday, I was like, I feel a bit strange, I feel a bit like lethargic or something. And this could be completely anecdotal, but the only thing I could put it down to was the fact that I hadn't had the mushroom coffee in the morning, I'd only had the regular coffee. And that kind of lethargy is something that I kind of just deal with as a consequence of just enjoying coffee. I deal with that mid-afternoon. Although a lot of that mid-afternoon slump that people talk about, the 3 o'clock slump, is more so to do with nutrition and what you've eaten at lunchtime. I do think that drinking a coffee straight off the bat, and yeah, you're supposed to wait an hour or 2 hours after you wake up, and you're supposed to have some water, and I do try and do that as much as I can, but sometimes I just want to get up and have a coffee. Sometimes I call at 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning that I'm like, no, I can't sit on this call for half an hour or an hour without having a coffee. I'm not going to be sharp enough. So it's almost like a trigger for me to wake up in the morning. But in saying all that, I do think that the mushroom coffee is making a difference to me, and yeah, I'm just going to keep going with it, keep trialing it. And I might even start sampling with and testing microdosing of mushrooms. There you go. That's maybe an insight into the 2024 plans. Alright, I am going to go meet Oisín, drop these shorts off, go turn straight back around and straight back down the road to do some more work this evening. And tomorrow I'm going to sit down and go through the 2024 plan and give you a full rundown of what is going to happen, or what I'm hoping is going to happen, and then we'll review it in 12 months time and see where we are. Because in 12 months time I will still be doing these videos, so if you're sick of my face now, you'll be really sick of it then. I hope you're not, and if you haven't subscribed yet, I hope you do. I hope you do, because all I want for Christmas is some triple figure subscribers. I'm almost there. I think we're at like 92 or 3 at the minute. 92 subscribers. It doesn't sound like a lot of people because you hear about like thousands and millions of subscribers, but if you put 92 people in the room, it's a lot of people. All right, see you later. Hola, ¿qué pasa? Welcome to Saturday morning. Welcome to the day before Christmas Eve. It is Christmas week, which means no classes in the gym, but it does mean open mats every day. As you saw in Thursday's clip, that was the first of them, and I'm about to go to one after I finish recording this clip, and that is going to be the plan for the next week and a half or so, is open mats pretty much every day, get some work in, sit back with family, have a nice time, and be ready to go for 2024. Obviously, over the last few weeks, I've done kind of thinking and planning for next year, and that's what I'm kind of going to talk about in this clip a little bit. One of the first things, and something that I've been considering for a while, I mentioned it on Thursday as well, was microdosing mushrooms. So I took my first, I don't know what you call it, microdose. I took my first microdose yesterday morning, so I think it's supposed to be every 3 days. So we'll give that a go for a few weeks, see how that goes, tail it off and go in cycles, and might be something that we'll continue into 2024, see how it goes. Boost the creativity. So that is one thing. The other thing then is nasal strips. Because I have a deviated septum, I really struggle to get enough air in. I'm going to try nasal strips and be less of a mouth breather, more of an intellectual. Don't know if that makes sense, but I'm going to try it anyway. My nose is itchy now. My nose is itchy talking about nasal strips. 2024, what's the plan? So from a personal brand standpoint, YouTube, I'm really focusing on. I've got to almost 100 subs. If you're watching this and it's still 2023, it hasn't been 2024 yet, please get me to 100 subs. I might be there already, but subscribe anyway, because this time next year I'm going to be begging you to get me to 1,000, or maybe I'll be at 1,000 already and be begging you to get me to 10,000. So hit that wee subscribe button there. Cheers. All the value I've been providing over the last while, you know what I mean? Hit a wee subscribe. There's more of that coming in 2024. So the plan is I definitely want to hit minimum 1,000, but you're only going to hit what you aim for. So I'm going to aim for 10,000. See how we go. Hopefully we hit 1,000 by the end of next year. I'd be happy with that. From the Coffee&Kimuras point of view, I almost said C&K. Coffee&Kimuras point of view, I really want to hit 100,000 in revenue for the year of 2024. That might not seem like a lot, and if you're watching this and I've never spoke about numbers before, I spoke obviously about Black Friday, I spoke about percentages, but I haven't spoken about numbers. I'm not going to speak about this year or previous years, but I want to hit 100k in revenue, and that might not sound like a lot. It might sound like a lot to a lot of people, but it might not sound like a lot to some people. But 100k for me, from a brand that really I run on my own on the side, would be massive achievement, and it's something that I'm really focused on. And how we're planning on get there is the release of the signature gi, plus 2 or 3 more designs before the end of the year, the release of a number of new leisure wear ranges, a couple of new no gi ranges, and changing up the leisure wear process as well. So what we had been doing up to now was kind of small batches, but we're going to go in larger batches now, put more of a focus on it within the photo shoots as well, instead of just focusing on the fight gear. And there might also be a bit of an extension of the brand that will come under the same business, which will help boost that kind of revenue income. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, the goal is 100k in revenue with Coffee&Kimuras by the end of, or for the year of 2024. With ZOMA then, we have a new platform that we're launching. We have a new guy starting with us at the very start of January who is really going to push that from a business development point of view. That platform will be really rolled out heavy once we have a few clients on it already. And then as that kind of snowballs in the first couple of months, probably in Q1, towards the end of Q1, it'll be officially launched. And that, I think, will be a game changer for the food ordering sector. Yeah, just put it that way. A game changer for the restaurants and the takeaways and cafes, as well as the consumers, let's say. So we're going to put a big push behind that, especially for the first half of 2024, and then hopefully it'll take a life of its own then after that. And just, focusing on growing the team and growing the business and having a really, really good year to follow up on what's been 3 really good years so far. So that's the plan for 2024 with ZOMA as well. And what else? Yeah, I'm going to be competing a lot less next year. That's one thing. With the growth of the businesses, the time that I'm investing into them, the time that I'm investing into this channel as well, and investing into some projects in my personal life as well, the time that I have available to train properly, sufficiently, adequately to compete at a significant level is just not there. And something has to give. And unfortunately, that's going to be the competition side of jiu-jitsu anyway. I'm still going to keep training. Obviously, I'll be happy if I can get 1 to 2 sessions a week and then some kind of accessory gym sessions on top of that to keep myself active, because activity is the key. But it is the competition end that's going to kind of have to take a backseat. I think towards the end of 2024, I might try and compete. We'll see how the year goes. But definitely initially, settle into the purple belt, get back to kind of enjoying jiu-jitsu rather than focus on competition, increase my kind of skills in certain areas that I'm weak on, and review some footage and see where that is and try and kind of optimize that so that when I do get back to competing, I'm ready to kind of hit the purple belt standard really, really heavy and see how that goes. So that's the plans for 2024. This is turned into a bit of a longer clip than I planned. I planned to just blast through those couple of goals, but there's where we are. If you're watching this when the video comes out, it's the day before New Year's Eve or New Year's Eve around then. And if it's slightly after that, you're into 2024 already. Either way, Happy New Year. Thank you so much for watching. If you've got this far in this video or this far in any of my videos so far, I really, really appreciate it. I really appreciate your support and your views and your clicking of that subscribe button. Oh, it's probably over this side, is it? Anyway, click the button. Have a great new year and I'll speak to you next week. Oh yeah, I'm going to read this as well. Thanks, Peter.
Right, so it's like if someone had a highlight reel for the past year, what song would it be? What would? Oh, okay, hold on. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Right, you know this next one. I hope you're like taking a look. Right.